Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a story for you here today that is absolutely hilarious, titled 40-plus-year-old woman divorces her husband for her quote-unquote soulmate, only to be discarded 5 days later. So this woman is a complete clown. She throws away her marriage of I don't even know how many years, probably to go out there and see some Chad that she used to date. And of course, it fails miserably. It fails miserably every time. It's funny every time, and it's completely deserved every single damn time. Guys, don't forget to like the video on your way in. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. And let's take a look at this story. Let's see how many years worth of marriage this absolute clown decided to throw away. So it says a 43-year-old man recounts how his 41-year-old wife blindsided him by leaving for another man she believed was her soulmate. Her fantasy quickly crumbled when reality hit her just days after destroying their marriage. So, not only is this woman doing something incredibly stupid, she's also doing it at age 41. Okay? And women can have options at age 41. But the problem is, when a lot of women go out there and they return to the dating market at age 41, it's not as many options as they used to have. And this affects women very negatively, guys. Like, you know, if a dude grows up and he doesn't have many options and he returns to the dating market after his divorce, you know, his emotional state probably won't change very much, okay? But women, on the other hand, guys, you return them to the streets when they're 41 years of age. They're getting slightly less attention from men now, maybe not as many date requests, and they really do not like it. So let's continue here. I'm a 43-year-old male, and my now ex-wife is a 41-year-old female. We were married for almost 15 years. That is crazy. So I was expecting like close to a decade, but she threw away almost 15 years, almost 1.5 decades. That is crazy. We had a comfortable life together. We had a modest house. We had 2 kids, steady jobs, and plenty of shared memories. Sure, marriage wasn't always exciting. We had our share of arguments and boring routines, but overall I thought that we were pretty solid, at least until the day that she dropped it. This is the crazy part to me, guys, is like people expect. Now, I'm not married, okay? I think marriage is a terrible scam for men. I've said that many times on this channel. Even though I have nothing against marriage itself, I have more of an issue with the government and the way the laws are set up about marriage. But these people, right, these women who marry specifically because they think it's going to be exciting, that has to be one of the stupidest things you can do, right? Marriage is not about marrying someone because you want to feel excited all the time. That just seems very silly to me. Maybe I don't know because I'm not married, but I feel like marrying for excitement is probably pretty damn silly. Let's continue. He says, a few months before everything collapsed, I noticed changes. She started spending hours on her phone, smiling at the messages. She picked up new hobbies she had no previous interest in, like yoga, art classes, and late-night soul-searching walks. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Soul-searching walks. Let me guess, she was with her male best friend while she was out on these walks. Like, some dudes, man, they just believe whatever crap women tell them, and it's honestly insane to me. You know, like, what kind of a wife goes on late-night soul-searching walks? I'll answer that question for you. The type of wife who does this is one that's cheating. Why are you going out on late-night soul-searching walks? That's a crazy way to say that you're cheating on your husband. Every time I asked what was going on, she brushed me off. I just need to find myself. You wouldn't understand. Okay, so she thinks she's like Aristotle or something. I bring up Aristotle every time, guys, because these women, they think they're on a different plane of existence, you know, that they're the next philosopher. It's actually crazy. One Sunday afternoon, she sat me down and said that she wanted a divorce. No fight, no counseling, no attempt to fix anything. To be honest, that probably saved this guy a massive headache, right? Going to counseling with these women sounds like a nightmare. She said, I've met my soulmate. I can't ignore this connection anymore. Apparently, she had reconnected with an old high school acquaintance on Facebook, and within a few months decided that he was the one she was meant to be with. I was speechless, 15 years discarded like it was nothing. So this is probably some dude that she used to hook up with previously. And she just decides to throw away 15 years of marriage. Now, people will say that, oh, this is crazy. This doesn't happen. It absolutely does. I have spoken to a lot of men. In fact, I've had a lot of stories shared to me by men, like personal stories, where crap like this happens all the time. You'll have a long-term relationship or a long-term marriage or something like this, and then the woman will just up and ditch you because maybe you're down on your luck, maybe things aren't going so well lately, or maybe she just comes across some dude that she used to see who she thinks that she can now get a relationship out of. This crap happens all of the damn time to men. All of the time. I find it funny that she uses the word soulmate, given what's about to happen, though. Let's continue. She left the next week, took half the furniture, packed her clothes, and moved in with him. She genuinely believed that she was stepping into her new dream life full of passion, excitement, and true love. 5 days. 5 days. That's how long it took for reality to crush her fantasy. Turns out her soulmate was in the middle of juggling 3 different women. Oh, that's just so funny. She was just the newest one that he had lined up. After spending a few nights together, he ghosted her, stopped answering texts, ignored calls, and blocked her on every platform. So this is the classic, right? Woman leaves her stable, not even relationship, stable marriage to go out there and pursue a guy that she found highly attractive, only to get treated like an option. I wonder if she'll beg to come back. Let's have a look. Yep, there it is. She showed up at my house a week later, crying and apologizing, begging for another chance. She said, you know, she did everything. We could rebuild. She even said, "You're my real soulmate. I just didn't see it until now. It would have been laughable if it wasn't so sad." So she thought that she found her soulmate in this other random dude. Now, because it all fell apart and the dude ghosted her, now we're reverting to calling the ex-husband a soulmate after she just divorced him, by the way. Like, how stupid does this woman think that the husband is? Like, how little self-respect does she think that he actually has, to the point where he would just take her ass back after she makes this decision? Like, some of the women have incredible amounts of audacity, in my opinion, guys. Like, they'll say the most unhinged nonsense. They'll treat men in terrible ways and then expect the men to just sit there and be like, you know what? I will take you back. I missed you so much. It's stupid. He says, I told her calmly that there was no going back. She made her choice. She blew up our marriage for a fantasy, and when it fell apart, she expected me to welcome her back like nothing had happened. I wasn't angry. I wasn't cruel. I was simply done. Since then, she has been living in a small apartment, working overtime to cover her new bills, and from what the mutual friends tell me, she is miserable, depressed, and lonely. Meanwhile, I have been focusing on myself, rebuilding my life piece by piece. Yeah, I wonder how those yoga classes and late night walks are going now. You know, what was she doing? Yoga, art classes, and late night soul searching walks. So it sounds to me like those bills were probably piling up. She probably had to cut the yoga and art classes, which she was probably only doing because the dude was in them or something, or maybe he taught them. But maybe she can just, you know, continue her late night soul searching walks. I'm sure that'll be a great pastime for her while she struggles to pay her bills. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.